In this next video, Candace Owens goes off on this white racist liberal reporter about the ignorant comments she's making. Go check it out.
There was another tweet that said, the Democratic Party is comprised of racist white liberals.
That is correct.
Am I a racist white liberal?
Well, let's go back and let's say, I will say this, that many people in the party are not aware of their own racism. Let's go back to an early part of this conversation where you said to me, are you concerned about the color in the White House? Why would you ask me that question?
Because you speak about black issues.
No, but why would you ask me? But let's get to really the nucleus of this. Why did you ask me that question today?
Because I'm
why did you feel that I needed to be
perspective.
concerned about that?
Because you're bringing a whole group of young African-American leaders to the White House.
Okay, so this is something that I talk about often, is that in many ways, what liberals don't realize that you put on that, the racism and the conversations that we have
So you're saying I'm a racist?
You haven't let me finish my statement. You keep cutting me off.
Go ahead.
Okay? The emphasis that you place is always on having a discussion about race, okay? You guys are insistent on having a conversation about race and telling us that we should see, and implying that we should see race everywhere, and I don't agree with that. If you don't look at me according to the color of my skin, you would simply ask me how I thought that Trump was doing as a president. But instead, you try to drum up a conversation that's surrounded by race by asking me, are there enough black people in the White House?
You're bringing a whole group of young black leaders to the White House.
Color,
so clearly
I don't.
That's something that's important to you.
But why are you talking about?
But then why make it that you're going to bring young black leaders to the White House? I mean, this is sort of absurd.
Because the media, as in the whole.
This is absurd. You're bringing this group to the White House.
It's not absurd. I'm making perfect sense. You're just not following the logic.
I just want to be clear.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear.
I'm trying to be extremely clear with you.
I know.
Bringing the black conservatives to the White House.
But you view me as a racist white
I think
liberal.
that you're not. First off, you put those words in my mouth and you keep saying it.
So I'm not.
I said that the Democrat Party is comprised of racist white liberals. Is every person in the party racist? No, but you're not aware of the fact that you put these racist tones out into the media. This is why we have to bring the black conservatives to the president, because you create a narrative when you're on TV like you did today.
Are you comfortable with? I'm going to have you on radio later because I have questions for you as well. But we actually have to get out of the segment now.
Do you think that language is helpful, though? I mean, just in terms of the national conversation.
Well, I could ask you, do you think it's helpful to ask me, just because I'm a black woman, if I'm comfortable with the amount of color that's on the administration? Do you think that that's helpful?
I think it's helpful and interesting to know your perspective.
It's not. It's you just trying to create an undertone that Donald Trump is racist, and it's wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
That to me is the reason why.
Listen, no.
I just want to say,
you're looking at me on the basis of my skin color and making a bunch of, and making a bunch of deductions.
I
did not. You said that, and we can run the tape back.
But I want to say,
look,
here's what I want to say.
You quoted a tweet and then you made it about you.
I appreciate.
You were not added, but you were not added in that tweet. So do not say that I called you that, because that's dishonest. And we are on, we are on TV. So you can run. Okay, so I did not call you a racist. You're using the typical leftist tactic of trying to make yourself a victim, which is not something that I will accept.
No, but we're actually well beyond time.
Well, she's making herself a victim and pretending that I came here and called her a racist. So this is a typical leftist tactic.
I just love Candace Owens. She is a strong conservative woman. She does not take anyone's crap, and she was spot on just delivering her message to this liberal. This liberal was trying to make the conversation all about racists. When she asked Candace if she's concerned about the color in the White House, that's absolutely true. That is trying to have a conversation about racism. I mean, come on. And when Candace was trying to explain herself and answer the question, the way this liberal was just talking over her and just going off, you can tell that this reporter, that she was not liking that Candace called her racist, because she was making this story, as Candace said, all about her. That tweet did not say this reporter. That tweet did not say that. Candace was referring to in generality, right? Any reporter would know that, but no, for some reason, this reporter wanted to make the story about her. And I thought it was hysterical. When the guy next to her, the other guy, is saying, come on, we gotta move on, we gotta move on. And it's almost like this reporter had like a vendetta. She just would not stop. She ignored that guy, and she kept going with her not her questions, just like jabbing, taking jabs at Candace. But Candace was like so calm, sane, and sharing what she was sharing and accusing her of just wanting to have another racist conversation, because, as Candace said, that's all liberals want to do. They want to talk about racism. And Candace is right. She doesn't see people's color, but the Democrats want us to just talk about the color of people's skin and not talk about the integrity of their heart, about the person, who they are. It's just so frustrating. Good job, Candace. That was a good interview to see.